Here is Bagnaia. Through the final corner he goes, twixt there for Marquez as he flinged it right through that Catalunya corner. Aleix Espargaro once again heads out on circuit ahead of Martin. Just over 5 minutes then of the final Q2 session of the season remaining. It is Bagnaia on course for pole position. He knows the reigning world champion. He is clinging on by his fingernails, isn't he, to the MotoGP World Championship. He has to win this afternoon's 12-lap TSO sprint to try and make sure the rematch does rumble on into race day Sunday. Through they go, through turn 4. Bagnaia, Marquez.
Doesn't have his usual body language. This is not Pecco full noise. So maybe it's true about the not brand new tyre, and maybe there's he needs to save some. He's done enough. Is he just going out there and riding? That's what it looks like to me. Because he hasn't got the full noise body language where you're trying to squeeze everything out of it. He's much more casual, like comfortable, you know, like you're about to do something, but you're not doing it right now. This is odd.
Yeah,
maybe it's something to do with volume of tyres. They need it, you know. He's done enough. He's just going to go out and ride around. Look, yeah. So he's not pushing. This is strange.
And you can see as well, because this is having an impact on Marquez and Morbidelli behind him. Yeah, it's been confirmed by the team. Yeah.
Well, either that or he's nursing it in, not hard time the first one, getting some heat, and now it'll be it.
So it is confirmation. Thanks ever so much, Jack. It's a brand new tyre then that Pecco Bagnaia is working with at the moment. Now this is the shootout. This is the showdown for pole position.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's got that makes sense. He's got temperature gently into it to see if he can get more out of it on the first real hard push.
And he might need a big lap, because look at this coming in from Martin, because at the moment he is storming towards what could be one of the biggest pole positions of his career. He's had a few of the poles 41 times his Grand Prix career, 20 in MotoGP. Just look how aggressive he's being on the front end of that Pramac Ducati, a little bit too aggressive. Through the shortcut he goes at turn 2. So Bagnaia, Bastianini and Marc Marquez have all set great first sectors. Look at this, Bagnaia here might be towing around Marc Marquez to pole position. He has not, well, Marc Marquez has spent this whole Q2 glued to the rear tyre of the number 1. Through turn 9 they now power. GP24 versus GP23. Well, Frankie Morbidelli keeping a watching brief there, just behind the two ahead of him. On board now then with Bagnaia. There is confirmation then. It is now he is on that new soft rear tyre. Bagnaia then at the moment, he has a pole position in his hands. He's going to get over the line here as well, isn't he, for one more lap as well. Through turn 13 he goes, through the Catalunya corner.
So good on that last sector. Look at him pull on Mark in the last few corners.
Morbidelli might be getting dragged around to a front row here as well. Bagnaia with a 1:38.641, and Morbidelli does indeed find himself on the front row. There he is, locked onto the back of Bagnaia and Marquez. And Frankie Morbidelli, who was fastest in Q1 earlier on this morning, on the front row in 3rd place. Aleix Espargaro, look at him light up that soft rear tyre, power sliding through turn 3, and look who he's got behind him, trying to guide Martin to pole position here in Barcelona. 90 seconds remaining here in this Catalunya Q2 session. Aleix Espargaro on course for pole position. Here's Pedro Acosta as well, as Pedro Acosta got his track position absolutely perfect here, because he's tucked in behind Aleix Espargaro and Martin. At the moment, Acosta could be on the front row, could be going for pole position. Estimated P3 right now. We're going to follow that Spanish trio, Espargaro, Martin and Acosta, now through turn 9. As it stands at the moment, Pecco Bagnaia has rolled out of it. He feels like he's got the best out of that Michelin soft rear tyre. That was his 3rd lap, that 1:38.641. Is that going to be good enough for pole position here in the biggest weekend of the season? Aleix Espargaro still on course for pole position here in Barcelona. Jorge Martin following his great friend through the final corner we go. They are going to, if they have enough life left in that soft Michelin rear tyre, get one more lap in here Over the line we go then. Aleix Espargaro, is it going to be a farewell pole position? It's so close. Aleix Espargaro goes up into second place, a 1:38.696. It looks like his final Grand Prix appearance will start from the front row of the grid, and Jorge Martin is fourth. Jorge Martin is not going to be starting the biggest weekend of his life on the front row. Well, he started 7th in May, came through to 4th in the sprint, 2nd in the Grand Prix. Pecco Bagnaia, just looking at the timing screens here, Maverick Vinales potentially could be snatching pole away late on here. Marco Bezzecchi also on a PB lap. He's down in 9th place at the moment, it's Bez. We're looking at now the number 12 of Maverick Vinales, because this is going to be close. This could be a late stunner here from Bagnaia. He flirts with the edge of the circuit, coming through turn 9. Drops the left leg down, hard on the brakes into turn 10. He's not going to recover a 1/10 of a second on Pecco Bagnaia in that 4th sector.
But how good does Mav look when he's pushing like this?
And you know what? He could be estimated P4 here. Now this could be nudging Jorge Martin back down to 5th place. Yeah, still on the 2nd row, but it will be 1 place further back, and we know how tricky, how perilous those first couple of corners can be here in Catalonia. Through the final corner goes Vinales. Is he pushing Martin 1 place further back on the grid? No. 7th place is the best that Vinales can do then in that session. Probably boss Massimo Rivola looks on. Maybe he was expecting a little bit more, I think, as we were after the first 2 sectors for Maverick Vinales. But once again, as we mentioned yesterday, you are going to have to prize with all your might the World Championship away from current king Pecco Bagnaia, because just as he did in Thailand, just as he did last time out in Malaysia, he does make it pole position